Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Ade, here again. Thank you so much for coming again, for tuning into my channel. Thank you for always wanting to hear what I want to say. It makes me so excited, okay? And it makes me want to do more. You are the reason why I'm sitting in front of the camera in this cold afternoon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. If you're watching me and you're not subscribed, please go ahead to hit that subscribe button. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe, everything. Okay, so in today's video, as you can see from the title, we are going to be discussing something very sensitive, something that I feel like it has been debated quite a lot of times. Okay, so if this is something you're interested in, please do not go anywhere, just keep on watching. So you're welcome, guys. So the topic for today is, would you quit your job if your partner decides to pay you 3 times of what you currently earn and tell you to stay home and raise the kids? Okay, so let me actually, this post I saw it on young Nigerian mom. It's like a motherhood blog, and I really like it a lot. I love the fact that a lot of women can come out and share their struggles about motherhood, and no one judges them. Everyone just hears their own opinion, and you can just pick the one that applies to you. Okay, so I really love the vlog. I think the name of the person, I have my laptop right here, so I'm going to be reading the actual story, the how everything went down, the comments. I'm going to be reacting to some of the comments, and at the end of this video I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was in that situation. Okay, the actual post says, "Mama, dear mama, would you quit your job if your partner could pay you 3 times your salary amount to stay home and raise the kids? Would you? Would you?" Okay, so let me actually, so there's a story behind this. Okay, so let me quickly read the story, then I'll say some things, then we'll read the comments, then we'll discuss. Okay, so the actual story is, she said, story time mommies. Last night I saw this video on YouTube where a YouTuber, a nurse, said that a married friend, a nurse as well, called her in distress and said that 3 years ago, while she was getting married, I want you to note all these things that I'm saying. Well, she was not already married though, while she was getting married, okay? Her husband to be then convinced her to quit her job at the hospital on the promise that he would be paying her 3 times her salary every month so that she could focus on their family squarely after marriage. And she accepted. She did. She accepted. Now, fast forward to 3 years and 2 kids later, the man wasn't paying her a dime anymore, citing financial difficulties and that she doesn't lack anything. She tried starting a business. The man refused to fund it, so she had to start calling his family members and asked to, threatening to leave the marriage. Now, the point of this post is not to criticize her decision making or judge her for believing such fickle words from a man, because the mistake has already been made, but to remind every single woman on here, singles and married alike, that vain is the word of what? A man. Oh, she even put, oh, vain is the word of a man. Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing, but I don't know. Let's keep going. So she said, stay at home mom life is not easy, and it is not only because of the financial dependence, the loneliness, lack of network, lack of social life, the feeling of isolation, etc., is tough on mothers that choose to do it, not to talk of the ones that didn't know what they were getting into. My opinion is that if there is a way to combine the career and early years of motherhood, do it. If combining career and the early years will make women happy, let them do it. Lots of women are unhappy, and we have to break the cycle. Women are so much more than homemakers. We are not created to raise babies alone and cater to the needs of men. Do you think she should quit the marriage? I think involving his people and her own might get the man to see reasons that he is doing such a wrong thing to the wife. So, would you quit your job if you are promised 3 times your salary? First of all, I want to know what you feel about it. Like, I honestly want to know your opinion. Now, as much as this is an interesting topic, I don't want anybody to judge anyone. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you have your reasons for staying at home and wanting to raise your kids, okay? Because I believe that there is no one out there that will that will take care of your kids as much as you would do, okay? I don't believe that. I don't know, people, yeah, there are good people out there, there are nice people out there, but then at the same time, there I feel like there is absolutely no one that can take care of your kids as much as you would, okay? So the first point that I would like to make here is that this poster, she said that her husband to be. Now, the problem I have with that is that they are not married yet. They don't know. I don't know how to put this. It's not like you're already in a marriage and maybe you see how the husband is providing, and you can see that he can actually, or is capable of actually handling all the bills, and is able to do all of those things without you even having to make that involvement. And maybe you start having children and decide like, okay, I'll take a back seat, and I'll let you do all your stuff while I stay at home and raise the children. If you have that mindset, if that is what you have chosen to do, if that is what makes you happy, then this is absolutely fine. However, if you feel like, no, the fact that I'm my mom doesn't mean that I should stay back home, I want my career as much as I want to take care of my children, do what makes you happy. I feel like whatever rocks your boat is the best thing to do. Whatever makes you happy, whatever gives you joy, is the best thing to do. However, this poster, she actually said something at the end where she said that stay at home mom life is not easy. I agree. Raising kids is a full-time job. So if you're a mom and you are a stay-at-home mom, I envy you. You are doing really, really well. You are doing a great job. Honestly speaking, you are doing well. But she said something like the loneliness, lack of network, lack of social life. I don't completely or totally agree, because yes, I know that sometimes it gets lonely. Say for example, the kids go to school and maybe you are basically or typically just waiting around to go and pick them up again, and start spending time with them, doing their assignment, doing this, going to maybe their extracurricular activities and all of those things. However, I feel like there are social networks for stay at home moms. There are social networks for even moms that work. So I don't believe that there's a stay at home mom will have lack of network or lack of social life. I don't completely agree with that, because I feel like I know that there are clubs that stay at home moms join, and they even bring their kids that are not yet of age to start going to school, and they still enjoy the best of both worlds, really. So I don't quite agree with that. And the feeling of isolation, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you're watching me, do you sometimes feel like you are isolated from the whole world? Really, do you feel that way? Well, I wouldn't say yes or no, because I'm not in that shoes, but I don't feel like no, no, I don't think a mom that is a stay at home mom will feel isolated just because she's a stay at home mom. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. um what did she say again? My opinion is that if there's a way to combine the career, yes, I do agree with that. If there's a way to combine your career and the early years of motherhood, please do it, please do it. you know well, if you're a single out there and you're watching me and you are about to get married, and your husband to be, or a man that has promised to get married to you, or a man that you have both agreed to get married, is telling you, oh, when we get married, quit your job, I'll pay you. My sister, please don't do it. Do not do it. Okay? Do not do it. I don't think it's the right thing to do. I don't think it's the right decision to make. I don't think it's right in all aspects, because number one, you are just about to get married. Number two, it's not that you've even started having kids. Number three, what is the assurance that is going to even pay you three times of your salary? What if, God forbid, he loses his job? Then what happens? What happens? It means that, you are both, and there are those type of men. They are those kind of men that they will not even allow you do anything. They will not allow you have a side business. I think that those ones, they need like a proper orientation about women, motherhood, and career. I feel like they need a school for them to go, so that they will understand that there are women that can actually combine all of this together. Sometimes they get tired, sometimes they get worn out, but there are a lot of women out there that are doing it. Okay, so if your wife has agreed, or your wife is not complaining and she's able to do all of this at the same time, why not let her do it? So there are some set of men, like I said, that they need proper orientation. However, I feel like, if I had the chance to take some years off work, and not, how do I put this, if I had the chance to, maybe if I had a job that I'm doing, and maybe I'm working from home, and I've got kids going to school, I probably would take it, of which that is exactly what is happening right now. Yeah, that's, because there's COVID and there's a pandemic, there's restrictions everywhere and everything like that. It might not be easy. Oh, don't get me wrong. It might not be easy, and that's why, again, I agree with the poster when she said, stay at home mom life is not easy, and it is not only because of the financial dependence. Yes, it is not easy at all. It is not easy. I actually feel like a stay-at-home mom, having to work 9 to 5 at home and having to take care of my toddler. It is not an easy job at all. So, but if there was no pandemic and everything, and I had the chance to actually work from home while I'm still able to take care of my children, I'm going to take it, you know at the snap of a finger. However, I probably would just, have my toddler go to the nursery for a couple of hours in the day, because this mama needs to, she needs to recuperate. She needs some time to herself as well. So, that's, comparing that to a mom that would actually, have to leave early to go to work something. So in the UK, for example, if you have a 9 to 5 job, and you have children that are going to school, so I think children resume school about, I'm not sure, but I think it's sometimes around 9 o'clock. Okay, so let me say 9 o'clock, 9 to 3 thereabout, and you have a 9 to 5. You know that you have to leave your house maybe an hour early, or 2 hours early, or 30 minutes early, depending on the travel time between where you work and where your where your child is going to school. So in that case, it means that you have to register your child in maybe breakfast club. So it means that you take your child early, and you pay for that, for that number of hours, and maybe they take your child to their classes, and when they finish 3:30, remember that you have a 9 to 5, so it means that your child is also going to go to after school hours club. So from 3:30 to maybe 5 or 5:30, then you are able to maybe probably rush down from your work and pick up your child. So there are a lot of things that can work out for you if you decide to say, okay, I want to be a career mom, at the same time, I want to be able to take care of my kids, or I want to work from home, I want to be able to take care of my kids, or I just want to stay at home, let my partner do the work, let my husband do the job, let him, pay the fees and everything, and I can find something by the side that I'm going to be doing. I feel like I've talked a lot in this video. So that is my opinion. I feel like do what makes you happy. So there are different options, there are different flexibilities that you can go with if you decide. So, and this is something that has to come from your own mind. It's not that a man is actually forcing you to say you have to quit your job. I feel like I said, those kind of men, they need a proper orientation. I'm just going to read a few comments, because I don't want this video to be too long, because I can see that it's already, it's already getting lengthy. Anyway, so the first person that commented said, to your question, no, I won't quit. And yes, it is enough to leave the marriage. That's financial abuse, and mental health is at stake. Well, I don't think it is enough to leave the marriage. Number one, financial abuse, maybe. And our mental health is at stake. Absolutely, absolutely. I do agree with that. Honestly, I agree with this person. She said, let her parents and in-laws talk to the man. Things like this you don't just accept until he starts paying you, then you can quit. I don't agree. Oh. What if he starts paying you and then he stops at the middle? No, that's not gonna happen. You said staying at home is not a death sentence or the end of your career or social lives for mom. Have an agreement with your spouse. Either he pays or lets you do something you are good at that can bring money to your account. Well, that's correct. I agree with that. My husband started paying me after 3 months of childbirth. I couldn't go back to work or send our son to a daycare because he had allergies and there were some skin issues which has cleared up, but then we could not afford leaving him with someone else. The pay wasn't up to my salary, but for our son and family I had to do it. Saved up, called my mom and invested the savings in a business that pays me 10% of that money monthly. Then I took an online course, which this is fantastic. Then I took an online course which I am using to make extra money today, besides the 10% payment I get monthly. So any lady agreeing to a marriage because she will be paid so much than her salary should think twice. Sometimes promises are made and never kept, and marriage isn't as rosy as people think at times. Absolutely correct. I agree with this poster. Honestly, I'm going to read about two comments more, and this will be the end of the video because, like I said, I don't want it to be too long. This person said, "No, I wouldn't. Sometimes it's not about the money you are getting from the job. It's about the satisfaction slash fulfillment that comes with helping someone out there to solve a problem," which I absolutely and totally agree with. I am not married yet, but I can never agree to this no matter how much it puts on the table. I may sacrifice any other thing, but never my career. God forbid it. Well, yeah, I agree with you to some point. Another person said, I think most wives who ditch work for the promise of being paid more than their salary do not realize the other positive aspects that building a career brings. But above all, the initial stage of raising kids requires sacrifices, which I absolutely agree. There should be a way to get some social life, financial independence, and paid help to free the SAHM. I don't know what that means. A few hours in a week. Okay, maybe she means like a nanny or an au pair or something like that. So she does not feel run down. And that was what I was saying, that if I was in a position where I have a job where I work from home, I will still allow my toddler or my kids to go to the nursery for a few hours just so that I can have some time to myself. Okay, so she said, so she does not feel run down by the demands and caring for the home. It is just that most men do not think we as women are making sacrifices. It is considered a duty, which is sad, which I totally agree, honestly. So I feel like a man that understands that this parenting thing or this motherhood thing is not just for the mom. It's it's for both parents. Both of them need to make sacrifices. I respect such men. And do you know that I actually know someone that she said that she sacrificed years, I think about 10 or 15 years of her life to raise her kids, and then she went back to a career. So, like I said, as a woman, it's totally up to you. I feel like your career is always there, but if you at the same time you need to be careful who is raising your children while you're at work. You need to be careful, who is taking care of your kids while you are, making waves at your career and everything. So for that person that I told you that sacrificed that number of years, I felt like she still came back to her career, even though the people or her peers would probably have gone way ahead in terms of maybe promotions. They are maybe now. So for example, if they started as maybe administrators, for example, and you're gone for 15 years, somebody that is an administrator now, in the next 15 years could be a director, could be, in some other position. So she's probably going to be starting from the beginning, and if she's able to make such sacrifices because of her children and that makes her happy and she feels fulfilled, my dear, why not? So like I said, Let me know what you think in the comment section. I really do I want to hear from everyone, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a working mom, and all of those things. Let me know in the comment section. I hope you've enjoyed this video, because I felt like I've been talking for so long. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Please, if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, subscribe, please. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Until then, continue to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay in God. God loves you, and I love you too.